Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls. And I wanted to do a whole bunch of stuff before I started recording. I wanted to change my sign back here, and I needed to glue in my dentures. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do. But at the same time, you may notice that there's a kitty tail right here and the occasional set of kitty ears, because Amelia Kitty is here on my lap and she's purring and happy, and so I'm petting the kitty, and I didn't want to make her unhappy by pushing her down onto the floor and making a sign and doing stuff. And so I'm going to kind of even just adjust this for part of the time so that you can more easily see the kitty head and, yes, the floor and all that. So she's a good kitty. You can't barely see her even doing this, so I'm sorry, but still, it's a wonderful day, obviously, because there's a kitty on my lap and she's happy. She's purring. She is such a good kitty. I'm sorry you can't see her very well. She's just, you know, she's on my lap and my lap is down, so as much as I'd like to keep doing this, it's also hard to see. So time to adjust that, but I'm sorry I could not fix my sign back there for a different thing. I woke up at 6:36 today. I had my alarm set for 6:36. I wanted to be able to sleep. I've watched another video of recently. Of late, where this one fellow was talking about sleep. Now, of course, for the longest time we haven't understood sleep very well. But in this last decade, oh boy, have we ever figured out a whole bunch of stuff about sleep. It is incredible. Especially American society treats sleep as like a disease, a curse. It's something that you shouldn't do. And yet, the research has been coming out about sleep so much that if you get less than 6 or 7 hours of sleep in a night, you are just deep sixing your immune system. It bottoms out. It is just bad. And less than 6 or 7 hours of sleep a night affects your mind so much. So many people that suffer from depression could have some of the effects ameliorated a bit by getting a full 8 hours of sleep. You're not always able to get a full 8 hours of sleep because of the depression. So it's not like going, oh, you depressed people, you can get better, it's your fault. No, it's not. Lack of sleep, it starts with depression and then gets worse, and then just like with pain and depression, it cycles into something that's terrible. Because pain makes depression worse, and depression makes pain worse, which makes the depression worse, which makes the pain worse, which makes the depression worse, which makes the pain worse. Oh, it's a terrible cycle. And it's the same thing. Hi, kitty. Don't be sad. She's a good kitty. She came in the window and wanted to eat, and so I got her some food. And she's eating food, and then she came up on my lap and started asking for pets. Kitty tail. But sleep is absolutely amazing. Amazing. I mean, it is absolutely incredible because of the effects on the human body. Lack of sleep will kill. It actually increases almost exponentially your chances of getting cancer by not sleeping properly. Now, back when I was an active alcoholic in the late 90s, oh hokey smokes, I was terrible bad shape. Because what I would do is, let's say I worked nights, so I would get off work on Friday morning after having worked Thursday night. So I was going to have Friday night off, Saturday night off, and then Sunday night I have to go back to work. So it's Thursday, I've got all of Thursday day, all of Friday day, all of Saturday day, and then I gotta sleep Sunday for Sunday night. Well, that's 3 days, you know, Thursday and then Friday, Saturday, and then back to work on Sunday. What I would do is on Thursday, I would just get off work on Friday morning, and then I'd stay up all Friday. And then I'd stay up all Friday night. And then I'd stay up all Saturday. And then I'd stay up all Saturday night. and then I would go to sleep on Sunday and then go to work on Sunday night. That is horrendous. So my depression with my pain coupled with everything that was happening, the lack of sleep, and dreaming. There's several different types of dreaming. There's the REM sleep and the non-REM sleep. And yes, I tweeted about this last night because I had to look it up. This one thing they found out about sleep, it ties in with sentience too, because remember in 2012, the world neurobiologists came together to say that all mammals and birds, because birds share a similar brain structure, similar though different, it is analogous, and they are sentient. Invertebrates, not. Except for they have discovered that the octopus is sentient. Now, you can tie all this in with dreaming as well, because we are sentient and mammals are sentient and mammals dream. Birds dream. Invertebrates, fish, don't. Octopus do. Their sleep schedule and their dreaming is extremely similar to ours. And that's so sad for the octopus. Because they are sentient. They are smart. I mean, sentience, they have a sense of self. They feel emotions. They know. It's tiny. It's much smaller than our sense of self, our sense of mind, our sense of presence, but they have it. The problem is, of course, because they have copper-based blood. It's not iron-based blood like ours, and copper-based blood is so much less efficient. Octopus only live like 2 years because of that. They die of old age. What a terrible thing that has happened to these poor critters. But who knows? If we don't destroy the oceans entirely and don't wipe out all of the octopus before we destroy ourselves, maybe there'll be an aquatics form of intelligent life a couple 100,000 or million years from now. That'd be cool. I mean, we need something to take over after we wipe ourselves out. And we're on the way. I mean, even the Trump administration has come out with reports saying that by 2100, if we don't stop things, we're all going to die. And that's why, really horrifically, they're using those reports to loosen all of the emissions right now. Because they're saying, since we're all going to die, why not just make money now? And instead of 150 years from now, everyone just dies in 25 instead. We'll be rich. We'll be dead before the world dies, so thumbs up. And you have to remember, especially if you're a narcissist and all that, which, guess what? But when you have money, really, I mean, I don't think people believe me when I say this, but I say this because I have been following research on this. But when you get money, it has the same deleterious effects upon your brain as if an IED went off and you suffer traumatic brain injury. They have done PET scans of people's brains with money and people's brains who have had traumatic brain injury. They're similar. When you get money, you suffer from lack of empathy. You lose the ability to empathize with others. When you get money and power, you can't. You cannot empathize with others. You lose that ability. And it's not by choice. A bomb went off. You've been damaged. And it's money. And all of these damaged people are running our government, United States government, when they have money and power and the inability to feel empathy toward others as one primary effect. Yay. So, joyous. And which leads to such things as, he wasn't really a U.S. citizen, but he had permanent U.S. citizen residentship. And so this Jamal Khashoggi, I can't pronounce his name properly. I have not lived in his country. I have never pronounced his name fully and properly. All I can do is try with respect, especially considering what happened to the poor guy. I mean, this sort of nightmare stuff happens every day, and it's sanctioned by government. I mean, we, our United States government, bomb civilian places, murdering people because we think there might be terrorists there. And so we blow up civilians on the hope that there's a bad guy there. And that happens a lot. So with just the Saudis cutting the guy up with a bone saw while he was alive and turning up the music so that they wouldn't be bothered by him screaming while they cut him apart with a bone saw. I mean, right off the bat, anyone that can do that, you're not a human being. So, but here we are, being sanctioned by the U.S. government, because after all, there was a fictional $100 billion deal that nobody except for the president had ever heard about, and when we took a look at it, there's no $100 billion deal. No one knows what the hell he's talking about. So we're cuddling up to outright murderers like we are. I don't really have a great amount of hope for our future and our world. I'd love to have hope for it, but when you've got both people in charge, like Putin, who's openly crowing over there in Russia now about how finally, because of mistakes being made, the time of the US is finally over. Finally over. And yes, we have bombs where we can wipe out any place in the US we want to, and they don't have any protection against it. It's finally over. So Putin's really glad. And Putin and their Russian government has been pouring money into making sure that Trump is staying president, and all of the people that are tearing the country apart are getting mass amounts of money. Yeah. So our government is busy dismantling itself for short-term power, which, remember, every single one of them up there, no matter how nice and how wonderful, has had a bomb go off next to their heads. So thumbs up for that. Yeah, I don't have much hope for the world, not with the spoiled children in charge, where it's okay if I mean, literally, the people in charge around the world, the people in charge of governments, the people in charge, the United States especially, where there's like, we have 6 people that make up a good 90 something odd % of all the money in the United States. And yeah, it's that concentrated. We've got that going on. And these are people that literally, if they could shoot you in the head to make an extra $100, doesn't matter that they're making millions every single hour. If they could shoot you in the head so that they could get an extra $100 right now, yeah, they do it. Because that's win-win. You're dead. You're not using up any resources. They got an extra $200. That's win-win. Because from that mindset, yeah, they're unable to think with you in mind. And so all of these people who are making an extra $2 million right now, because in 10 years, you and your family are going to die, win-win. There's no downside to that. Isn't that special? And now I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. What an abrupt change of context here. Not context, but an abrupt change of what I'm talking about to what I'm talking about now. I'm counting in American Sign Language, hopefully. And so if I get lost, that's why it's arranged with fibro and more. It's hard for me to remember. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, a different comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you very, very much. And if I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker and we're just not good at names. It's gonna be like a kitty. She spends a lot of time running around outside, so the days that she comes in and sits on my lap, I'm gonna let her, and I'm not gonna bother her. So, we have Thang Tran, thank you very, very much. And Brian Glenn, greatly appreciated. Beamer Boy Ivan, aw, you gonna go down, kitty? She's probably gonna go down and eat more. And Justin Scrivener, greatly appreciated. Josh Gray, there she goes. Goodbye, kitty, I love you. And Zachy Vengeance, greatly appreciated. Nathan Rasmussen, thank you very, very much. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. I'm Not Shadow, thank you very much. And Jay Doodles, greatly appreciated. Snail Guy, thumbs up and thank you. Dylan Jacobs, greatly appreciated. Jenna Danielle, I think that's how it's pronounced, I hope, greatly appreciated. Jurassic 375, greatly appreciated. And we have Psy with 2 question marks, thank you very, very much. Arker the Great, greatly appreciated. And Pandroid 21, greatly appreciated. We have Dusk Boss 99, thumbs up and thank you. And Tong Emily, greatly appreciated. Mariah Stacy, thumbs up. Stoppelhopser, heck of a name. T. Duggs, greatly appreciated. Tony Bennett, thumbs up and thank you. And Dwight K. Schrute, thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. Even the people that I had to leave comments, like someone left a comment saying, you know, you gotta stop talking through the videos. And so my comment back was, you know, on the 1,600 plus videos I've made, I've explained at the beginning of them why I cannot do what you just asked. And not only that, I say in most of them that if you say you need to stop talking, that shows you skipped the beginning of the video, which means I get to skip your opinion. So, yeah. Well, you got to watch the beginning of the video. If I tell you why I can't do what you asked me to do, I can't do what you asked me to do. And so if you tell me to do what I tell you I can't do, that shows you didn't watch it, which means I don't have to listen to you. I just get to leave you some snarky comment and dismiss you because obviously you're an idiot. You may not obviously be an idiot, but point being, if you're gonna skip that to go to this, that's important information. Bummer. Oh well. And hey, I have forgotten what I was talking about. So, instead of just sitting here and dull cow-like what I'm going to do instead is say, hey, if you could check out my various links, that Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. Nah, I'm not talking about Google Plus anymore. That's going away. You could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be, wait for it, beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will, of course, do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. I do not actually think anybody is an idiot. In fact, I kind of regret saying the word idiot there, because nobody is an idiot, and there's various reasons that people do have to skip the beginnings of videos. That was not English. Have to skip the beginnings of video. Okay, you hopefully got what I was trying to say. I cannot speak English this morning, my apologies. It's just when I spend all that time telling you why I can't do something, and then the comment is to say, hey, you know, if you stop being an idiot and did this thing that I told you I cannot do and why I cannot do it, then I try to be really, really nice, but after the 200th one in a day, it gets a little hard. That's all. So, if people need to unsubscribe because I said that people that do that are an idiot, then I'm sorry, everybody. But my kitty's back, and kitty! She's unhappy with me because I picked her up. Still, though, I'm going to hopefully have a game video, hopefully a reaction video, hopefully a game video from my game channel. I'd love to live stream again. I keep falling asleep. I need to take my caffeine tablets much more regularly, don't I? Anyway, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. In fact, I whoosh, like I usually do. So, I will see you. Thank you very, very much.